I felt like if I remained silent, it opened the doors for other victims to be molested. So I didn't want my silence to be the reason that someone else got hurt.
A pastor from Alabama has been arrested and extradited to Spartanburg County, where he's accused of molesting a child during a Bible study back in 1976. Two other people say they were also victims.
63-year-old Peter Cooper is charged with committing a lewd act on a minor for an incident that happened at the victim's home when he was an intern pastor at Central Church of Christ in Spartanburg. Another victim first reported Cooper in October to police in Alabama, where she lived at the time she says Cooper molested her.
Investigators learned that the woman had been in contact with two other victims. Officers interviewed all three of them and learned that one of the incidents occurred in Spartanburg County and another one in Greenville County. 7 News reporter Ann Maxwell spoke to one of the victims today. So, Ann, what did she have to say?
Well, Amy, she wants this story to get out because she says she doesn't want anybody else to get hurt. The Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office says the three victims confronted Cooper on social media and he apologized. He told an investigator that he didn't remember all the details, but said he did apologize to the victims. One of those victims is Cooper's niece. She spoke with us tonight, saying she wants to tell her story in the hopes that this doesn't happen to anyone else.
I was 4.
That's how old Lawana Cooper Benton was when she says her uncle molested her.
When I tried to tell my mom what had happened, I didn't even know the right words to describe what had happened.
She says she tried to put it behind her and thought she was the only victim until years later when a friend told her she had also been a victim of Cooper's.
When the Kavanaugh hearings were taking place and a lot of people were talking about sexual assault and those type of issues, the other victim had made a post on social media that was the hashtag why I didn't tell. And my friend saw that and knew her and put things together and then got us all three connected.
They thought they might not be the only ones.
But when we saw postings on social media of him at events with children nearby, we felt it was necessary for us to come forward and report so that if he was continuing to behave this way, it would be stopped.
Cooper briefly worked as a youth intern pastor at Central Church of Christ in Spartanburg in 1976. Then Benton says he interned at St. Andrew's Road Church of Christ in Columbia before moving to Alabama, where he worked at multiple churches. When Central Church of Christ became aware of the allegations, they sent this letter to the congregation saying they're sorry and they have no reason to believe any church members or leaders had any idea the incident occurred.
They handled it very well, and they've been very supportive and uplifting.
Cooper's daughter-in-law tells 7 News she feels like Cooper may have had more victims.
He's been at so many different churches.
Cooper is under investigation by the Greenville County Sheriff's Office for an incident that happened there. For the charge related to forcible touching at a Bible study in 1976, Cooper is facing up to 15 years in prison.
And we also reached out to an investigator with the police department in Alabama for more information. They did not get back to us in time for air.
Do they think there are any more victims out there?
Well, the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office isn't saying, but they have said, you know, this is the third pastor accused of inappropriate sexual acts that they've dealt with this week. So they want any victims, anyone, to come forward.
All right, Ann, thank you.